In our second video of making cheap stuff quickly, we're going to make some boards. So I've got these cheap canvas 20x20 squares. You can use some isopropyl alcohol, but you don't need to, you can just use water. A bunch of different coloured paints depending on what kind of colour you want your board, and this stuff is acrylic universal cork sealant. Make sure you get the paintable stuff, don't get the unpaintable stuff else it turns into a really big horrid mess. You're also going to need something to mix it in, some sort of sand, any sand is good, and you're good to go. So get your boards lined up. These cost about £1.50 for a pack of 3. So depending how big you want your board to be, you can sort of figure out how many you need. I got 4 packs to start me off with, but I can always add more later. And now you just chuck all the bits you've built together in your mixing pot with some sand as well. I could try and figure out exact ratios, but I can't, so just until it's this sort of like cake mixy consistency with a colour you're happy with. Remember, don't put too much black in it, just put loads of black in it and it's going to be really dark. I should have put more black in this, but as you can see where it's dried, it's really light. But don't go too heavy in the black, unless you want a blackish wasteland board, which could be. So you've got it all smeared across all your squares. If you've got one, get a texture roller. You can put roads into it, you can put additional fun textures. You haven't got to do this because the cork's got quite a nice natural texture anyway. But you can just roll a bit of extra texture in there for roads. It comes out real nicely. Just make sure you daub your roller or whatever you're using the texture in some alcohol-free Durex, because that's all the corking will stick. Now you might find there's lots of very light areas, which I found here, so I painted them a good brown colour, give them a nice undercoat. And then I mixed the same white and yellow mixture that I painted all my terrain in my last video in, just because I want it all to blend together pretty well. And then you just give it a really nice, heavy sort of dry brush. I've used so much of this now I've run out of paint. But it's about €2, £2 a tub bottle, so it's really cheap, you can use it. It hasn't got the best coverage in the world, but for doing things like bases and terrain, it's fine. It's just a normal, cheap acrylic. And just give your boards a really nice, heavy overbrush. It's not even a dry brush, it is more of an overbrush. Just really going over those dark brown corner areas if you've done the corners like I have. You might have got a better coverage of your corking mixture. If you have, brilliant, you won't have these problems. But I kind of messed a few bits of mine up. So if you do make a few mistakes, it's really easy to fix them just by painting over it. If you go in really heavy, that's okay. You can still pick up all those nice details that we've got there. Comments on the table, it all looks really nice. We've got quite a lot of joins in there and quite a bit of individual slots between the boards. But you're going to get that whatever you do with these small boards. And the more terrain you drop on it, the less you're actually going to see that. So I'm not too bothered about it, because I'm going to fill this board with wasteland terrain. And there we go. Really easy, under a £5. Boom.